Exercise 13. Listen.
I am Sherlock Holmes. No doubt you've read about me. Dr. Watson is always writing his little stories. He and I live here at 22B Baker Street in London, and he is good enough to help me with my work now and then. When Watson isn't here, I prefer to be left alone. I was born here in England, and my only family is my older brother, Mycroft. However, we do not like each other very much. My brother thinks that I should find work that will make him proud. I think that he's the most boring man in England. It probably won't surprise you to learn that we don't see each other very often. My greatest weapon is, of course, my mind, but I am also a boxer. I'm quite tall and in good physical condition, so most men choose not to fight me. At those times when I find myself in serious danger, I make sure to carry my gun. A tall, strong man who knows how to fight and carries a gun is not someone you want to argue with. When I'm not working on a case, I play the violin, and I enjoy smoking my pipe, although Watson doesn't like that. I learn the truth because I see what others do not. I search for clues and then carefully study the evidence. It is all quite elementary.
It is my great pleasure to meet you. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am originally from Belgium, but I now call London my home. I live in flat 203, 56B, Whitehaven Mansions. I do have a younger sister, but since my sister lives in Belgium and I am here in London, I don't see her nearly as often as I should, I must confess. I am not married. I have been a happily single man my entire life. I enjoy good food, and I sometimes smoke these little Russian cigarettes here. I don't have time for hobbies, and speaking of time, I believe that being on time is very important, so I always carry my pocket watch with me. People should always be on time. As you can see, I am a rather short man, and older than I used to be. So I sometimes keep a gun with me for protection, even though a gun usually isn't necessary. It is best to be careful. Captain Arthur Hastings often helps me with my work. He may not be very intelligent, but he is extremely loyal. And brave, too, yes. I can always trust Arthur. I catch criminals by asking people questions, not by looking for clues. No. It is people who commit crimes, and only by focusing on people can we discover the truth.
Welcome. I am Ma Ramotsui. Please come in. Sit down. Can I get you a cup of rooibos tea? How about some fruit cake? It will give you a good traditional build like mine. We don't want to look like all those skinny American girls now, do we? No? Then let me tell you a little bit about myself before we begin. I have lived my whole life in Botswana. Why would I want to go anywhere else? My house is on Zebra Drive here in Gaborone. My dear parents have both passed away now, but I recently married Ra J.L.B. Matakoni. Do you know him? He is a good man. My husband works as a mechanic at Speedy Motors. Perhaps you have seen him there. Are you sure that you wouldn't like some of this rooibos tea? It is my favourite. As you already know, I own the #1 ladies' detective agency. My secretary, Ma Grace Makutsi, helps me here. Ma Grace Makutsi is a very hard-working secretary, but I think she might want to become a detective too one day. We don't think of ourselves as solving crimes here. We fix problems. We help people. We don't need guns or any kind of weapons. This is real life, not the movies. In real life, you rarely need a gun. I've learned that most problems can be solved with a little intelligence, common sense, and intuition, and we have plenty of those here. Now, how can I help you today?